Tell me. What are numbers? What do you mean by numbers? Anyone? Let's start. Numbers. Let's start. Numbers are basically, these are called digits. Now you tell me one thing. Why are the digits from 0 to 9? Why not from 0 to 7? Base 10. What do you mean base 10? What do you mean base 10? What do you understand by base 10? Base 10 means 10th digit, right? Okay. So why can't base 10 have something like, okay, let's say, which means base 7 will mean how many digits? 7 digits, right? Why can't base 7 have something like this? 7 digits, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Why can't a base 7 have this? Why has to have 0 to 6? Why? Are there any reasons behind? If you understand this, you understand numbers, in short. Why do you think they have to have 0 to 6? Why not 1, something like this? I know, I'm aware. Little bit, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Why not something like this? Why can't we have this? Why to have this? Why can't we represent 84? What is the big deal in 84? Because 8 and 4 are missing, you're saying. Okay, thank you. I got the point. You don't know the answer? The reason why do you use 0 to 6 and not any ordinary thing like this, okay? You will use only this and not that is because of one reason, that numbers are a very important thing. Numbers are remainders. When I have base 7, I divide a number by 7. What are the remainders possible by 7? 0 to 6. And that is why you have those as the digits of those base 7. Okay, that's the only reason why base 7 has 0 to 6 as the digits. Okay, that's the only reason why base 10 for that matter has 0 to 9 as the digits. Okay, that's the only reason behind. Because numbers are basically remainders. If you understand this in a better way, you can actually interpret numbers and challenge any rule of base system for that matter. So base system will become very easy for you. So basically what happens is, in base 7 you count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what you do is you count like this. You say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for 7 what do? You come back here. Okay. So for the 7th digit in base 7 is actually a 0. So starts with 0, ends with 0. That's what Aryabhatta defined 0 as. Okay. Everything starts with a 0, everything ends in a 0. Okay. So starts with 0, ends with 0 is this, by the way. So anything starts with a 0, ends in a 0. So when I say 6 numbers, I've covered 6. Where is the 7th number? I'm back again. So what do I say? I am nothing ahead of 1 cycle. So 7 in base 7 will become 1, 0. 1, 0 basically means nothing ahead of 1 cycle. Are we clear on this? Nothing ahead of 1 cycle. What will be 8? 8 will be this number. So what will be 8? 8 is 1 ahead of 1 cycle. Okay. What will be 9? We go ahead here. So 9 will be 2 aheads of 1 cycle. Okay. Now our job is not to count actually, because if we keep counting, okay, you'll go mad. So what we do is we invent a new method which is called division. Okay. So we don't count anymore. Successive counting is called multiplication. Successive subtraction is called division. Okay, so basically we just have one operation in the world, which is addition. Negative addition is called subtraction. Continuous addition is called multiplication. Continuous negative addition is called division. So when we want to find out what will be, let's say for that matter, 44 in base 7, we don't count cycles. We remember multiples. So what do we say? Is 44 a multiple of 7? No. Can you see a multiple of 7 below 44? Yes. What is that multiple? 42. How many cycles will you need to complete 42? 6 cycles. And how much will you go ahead after that? 2. So that's the answer. 44 is 62 in base 7. Are we clear? So any base you have, you want to convert anything to any base, it's so easy. Just got to remember the multiple of that number. So for that matter, what will be, let's say 65 in base 9? Is 65 a multiple of 9? No. How many cycles of 9 I need to finish to reach 65? 7 cycles, because 7 9s is 63. How much do I go ahead? 2. So that's the answer. It is 72 in base 9. Okay. So for that matter, let's say I want to convert something like a 57, okay, to a base, let's say 6. Let's complicate this. You want to convert 57 to base 6. Is 57 a multiple of 6? No. What is the multiple of 6 below 57? 54. Now what is 54? 6 into 9, right? And how much are you ahead? Wait a minute. How much are you ahead? 3. So I'll say 93. But in base 6, can 9 be a remainder? No, right? So you further say, consider 9 to be converted to base 6. What is 9 in base 6? 3 ahead of 1 cycle, right? So I'll write the same thing here. Instead of a 9, I write 3 ahead of 1 cycle. And that's your number, 133 in base 6. Do you understand that? That's why I started with that. Numbers are remainders. Okay? So 9 cannot be a remainder in base 6. That is why you have to convert the 9 again. Are we clear? Okay? So let's take one more example. Let's say you want to convert something like 75 to base 7. What do you say? It is 5 ahead of 10 cycles. But can you write a 10 in base 7? No, because 10 cannot be a remainder. Because your base is 7. So yeah, you write it 3 ahead of 1 cycles in 7. Same thing here. 135 in base 7. Are we absolutely clear on this? Any questions you have? Okay, any doubts you have in mind? Perfectly fine, I'm sure. That is how you deal with base systems. That is how you convert from any number to any base you want to. Okay? Any number of base 10. You just think about the number and the cycle. So one last example. Let's try to convert 99 in base 9. What do I say? It is 9 ahead of 10 cycles. Can I write 10 in 9? Can I write 10 in the base 9? No. So I'll say 1 ahead of 1 cycle. Okay? In base 9. And I'll write the same thing here. 119. Are we clear on bases? I'm sure you don't have any doubts in this. Okay, it's perfectly fine. That's how you convert any number to any base you want to. Just look at cycles. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, now there's a way to interpret also. There's a way to interpret this also. See, understand. Go ahead. Oh yeah, correct. I'm so sorry. Yeah, correct. I forgot. Okay, sorry. So how much you'll say? You'll 0 ahead of 11 cycles. Sorry, 0 ahead of 11 cycles. 99 is a multiple of 9. I forgot. I just took 9 ahead. Okay, 0 ahead of 11 cycles, right? Can you write 11 in 9 now? How did I 11 in 9? 2 ahead of 1 cycles of 9. Write the same thing here. 120. Okay. You want to see something very special? Okay. Got the clarification now. 99 is a multiple of 9, right? So it is 0 ahead of 11 cycles. It's perfect multiple. So 0 aega piche. Okay. 0 ahead of 11 cycles. I'll convert 11 to 9 then. It is 2 ahead of 1 cycle. Oh, you want to see something special out here? Understand. See. 99 in base 10 becomes how much in base 9? 120 in base 9. So this is base 9, this is base 10. Clear? Okay, move 1 ahead in base 10. Move 1 ahead. How much do you get? 100. Move 1 ahead here. How much do you get? 121. Look at this. What is 100? 10 square. What is 121? 11 square. Keep in mind, in base systems, this is going to be true. For that matter, I explain what I mean exactly. Okay? 121 will be a perfect square in any base you want to. In any base you want to. Why? Let me teach you this. How do you convert from any base to base 10? Okay? What do you call the equivalent value of a number? So 121 in base n is basically what? N square plus 2n plus 1, right? You multiply the last digit, the first digit by the square, next digit by the number itself, and the last digit by number raised to 0. You know this form of converting it? So it becomes n square plus 2n plus 1. What is n square plus 2n plus 1? N plus 1 square. Which means 121 in any base, you want to take base 9, okay, is actually a square of the next number, 100, because it is n plus 1 square. Simply put, 121 in base 9 is as good as 100 in base 10. We just got that earlier. Yeah?